and welcome back to another speed build. This is a bit of a longer one. I tried to edit it down, but I really love the way it turned out. So this is the inspiration for Blazing Beauty. Now, I did a little something different with this one, and what's really weird is I did this and then I joined the Build Wars challenge. So I made Blazing Beauty first, and then I get invited to do a rainbow challenge. So anyway, um, Blazing Beauty, even though the outside of it is green, I decided to do the entire thing in orange. And it was all because of the, I believe it's the tiny living couches. You'll see it when I get up there further, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with this build. I mean, I have a lot of fun with a lot of my builds, and I've been thinking about it lately, and I know I keep saying that I'm new to building, and I'm not really new anymore, and um, I realized recently that it's just so weird for me that I went from absolutely 100% hating building. Like, I would download stuff from the gallery all the time, and I wouldn't even redecorate it. I would just leave it the way it was. I hated decorating, I hated building, I hated everything. And then, and one of the times I did it, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna build my own house. I'm just gonna, I want my house to look a certain way, and I can't find one that looks that way. So I went and I built this house, and I absolutely fell in love. The thing that got me uh, mostly to fall in love is my quarantine house challenge. Um, Basically, it's based off of those quarantine house memes, like which house will you live in? And yeah, I just found one that was like cartoon houses, and I decided to make them in The Sims. And they turned out really cool, and I did them without using Move Objects cheat. And I used Move Objects in this build. I will tell you that right now because I just started using it more often, and I recently started doing a second quarantine house challenge, and the rules that I had put to myself was that move objects was not allowed. That went out in like the I think I'm building the third house in that series now, and I completely forgot I said no, and I've already got like half the house decorated. I'm just like, forget it. I'll just take that out. We can use move objects. Now, another thing I wanted to do is go back through and, sorry, I know I'm not talking about the house, but I want to go back through the quarantine house challenge, and I want to redo the houses using move objects on, just to see if, they would be a little bit different. I might do that at some point. Um, but yeah, back to the build here. I had a lot of trouble with that porch, and that one, I don't know if that's like a column with the windows in it in the front. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I knew in the picture it was supposed to be a lot thicker, but it was hard to do it that way, so I just left it like one wall, and it looks kind of weird, and it kind of reminds me of like the old west, and like a saloon from the old west or something. But it's really neat. I like the way it turned out. I think it looks pretty cool. And it's really close to the house that I was inspired by. I mean, the colors are off, but we don't really have the right colors for it in The Sims. I wish they would have more like you know, interior and exterior colors. And I guess I could download some CC, but I'm not a big fan of build CC right now, but I've been watching a bunch of videos where people have used a lot of CC, and they do have like Maxis Match CC, and I think I would like that a lot better than the other Alpha CC, because I think Alpha in the middle of like all the Maxis stuff looks kind of weird to me. Um, yeah, so I might try downloading. I did download some for my series I was going to make based on my book, which now I'm not going to make the entire book. I'm just going to have like a snippet of it because I recently, when I did the Build Wars challenge, I made a kind of machinima beginning of it, and I realized how hard it is. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to do an entire, like, you know, 270-page novel. So it'll be a little bit of it. I mean, I've already gotten like 6 houses built for it, so it's gonna happen. It just won't be as much as I wanted it to be. Um, but yeah, so right here, I'm deciding to make that column a little bigger. I think it looks better that way. It looks more, I don't know, like it belongs. And then I'm trying to fix the roof. Those roofs were horrible. I hated those roofs. I could not figure out what to do. But it all worked out in the end, I think. I think it turned out pretty good on the outside. I tried to add like a third window, but it didn't fit the picture, and I kind of really wanted to go like as close to the picture as I could. Um, so yeah, one of my favorite parts is coming up, and I do terrain paint all the time, but when I do it, it takes me like 15-20 times to do it, you know? Like I'm just constantly, oh, this is horrible. But for some reason in this build, when I did the terrain paint, it was just like perfect. The first time I did it, I was just like, holy cow, this is awesome. This is like so cool. And then that stupid glitch happened where the terrain paint disappeared. I was so mad. But luckily I had all the landscaping there, like surrounding where the terrain paint was supposed to go. So I can't remember if I downloaded it to the gallery before or after that happened. I think it might have been after. So when you download it from the gallery, it might have just crappy terrain paint. See, okay, I tried it once and then I went back and then look at that. Just perfect. Okay, so I was wrong. I did do it once, but that was mainly because I changed my mind. I wanted it to be kind of curved. And then I added that little extra thing to make it pop a little more. I've been trying to play around with the terrain paints a bit more than I usually do. And now is about the time I turn on move objects because it won't fit next to the house. I love those purple flowers. I don't know what they're called, but they look really pretty. And then I add some, I believe those are just plain daisies or plain old daisies, something like that. I can't remember exactly what they are. But yeah, oh no, those are the dull daisies. That's what they're called. I don't know what the other ones are called, but the dull daisies are the little bushes. Um, it's hard to remember the names of all these things, but the ones I use a lot, like the dull daisies, like I know the name. Because when I'm uploading them to the gallery, I like to hashtag them. I don't know why. I'm weird. Well, I'm autistic. So I'm weird and autistic, so there you go. Anyway, I'm self-diagnosed autistic. I'm gonna say that because I don't want people coming at me and being like, "You were never diagnosed." No, but my nephew, he was diagnosed, and I have a lot of the same things. So anyway, I'm not gonna get into that because it's a whole thing, and it'll make me really mad and angry. So anyway, let's get back to the build. Yeah, a lot of times though when I do, like with the Build Wars challenge that I was just in, you can see my video, it's a Red Delphinium Cottage. I always feel like one of the things I have to do is follow the rules like to the T. And if I don't do it that way, then I like freak out, you know, I get like, oh no, I can't do it this way. So, when I use the move objects cheat, I kind of feel like it's like, oh, it's cheating. I'm getting to the point where I don't feel like that as much now, and it's like, well, it does make things a whole lot easier. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the hashtags. I have to list everything in there. Just, I like to make lists. I like to, you know, explain to people like this is what I use. Because I make flower boxes too. And I just, like, if I made that into a flower box, I would have thrown it on the thing. But I have a bunch of flower boxes in my gallery. My gallery ID is flower, FLOWUR. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, if you're not following me already, it's at Mystic Flower Sim. but my name on there is Flower, so I think you might be able to look it up. Right now I have a Pikmin with the flower on his head as my icon. So yeah, follow me on Twitter. I try to upload all of my YouTube videos there, not upload, but share them. And I will tweet the houses that I build even before I put this the speed build up. So yeah. I'm kind of waiting till we get to the inside of the house because the outside is just boring. Like the kitchen, that kitchen is not going to stay. I'm going to tell you that right away because once I get to the tiny living couch, everything changes. Everything. Like I just got inspired by this couch. The whole couch just inspired the whole build. And now I will tell you, I am not a fan of orange. Orange is not one of my favorite colors. In fact, it's one of my least favorite colors. I don't know why. I just don't like it. It's just kind of eh. Green is my favorite. I'm leaning more towards like a greeny blue right now. But I just saw that orange and I went for it. And I will tell you, this house came out so beautifully. Um, it's probably one of the best houses I've made, and I know I say that a lot, but it is up there along with Easter House and Wester House. And not just because of the, Easter House and Wester House, like the landscaping is so beautiful, but really I just slapped a bunch of bougainvilleas down. So it's not all that beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's like, it was super easy to do. But like the insides of the houses are really pretty, and that's when I really started getting into like the decorating, was around that time, which was Easter, because that's why it was called Easter House. And then the next day I did another one. It was like the matching one. I have these pictures hanging in my living room, and I did like both of them. But I did one on Easter and one the next day, so I'm like, meh, I'll just call it Wester. So it's Easter House and Wester House. I need to make a Norther House and a Souther House. I need to find more houses. But yeah, so I did the Tiny Living couch. I think it's Tiny Living. Yeah, I don't think it's Eco Lifestyle. But then I did that rug, and that rug, I believe, I can't remember what that rug is. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the rug is. Sorry. But I like the way it turned out. Like, if I saw the other swatches, I wasn't looking when I said that because I was too busy, doing something else, probably playing with my fingernail or something. But anyways, yes, so I put down that tiny living couch and the tiny living table and that beautiful rug, and then I was like, I have to have the wallpaper that looks like, I think it's called Fake Sunrise or something. Fake Sunsets, I don't know what it's called, but and then I was trying out the bowling night stuff pack lights, and those lights match that rug so much. I think that might be a bowling rug, but it might not. And I almost can't tell if it's going out into the front yard or not. It looks like it's way too far over, but it might not be. So yeah, I use the Eco Lifestyle planter. Eco Lifestyling. I don't even know what I am saying right now. And I used that, the tile in the kitchen. I believe I changed that out to a gray color to match the counters because I'm going to change the counters up soon and put the raw counters in. But I'm still kind of playing around trying to figure everything out, and I knew, like, in my head what I wanted it to look like. I wanted it to be kind of retro because the living room looked kind of retro, but I think I went a different way. I can't remember exactly what table it is. God, this was only like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's that, it's just a plain wood table, yeah, with glass in it. Yeah. So it's still kind of retro, not as retro as the other stuff, but they're playing with the flooring, and I put some Eco Lifestyle flooring in, but I change it. I changed it up so many times. I think I leave it that color, but I'm not sure. And I did do this whole floor and then realized later on that I did not have a bathroom on this level. And I feel bad for Sims when they have to do that little pee waddle and then have to walk upstairs and then pee waddle some more. So I added a bathroom. I had to extend the house out because I had decorated the entire first floor before I realized there was no bathroom. I think I did like half of the second floor before I realized too. So there I am changing it to the raw counters. I don't use those too often, but I think they fit really well in this because it's kind of, it's just that vibe. And orange stove and an orange fridge, and then I think I switch it out to black or gray later on. And those are cool kitchen cabinets, and I really like the way they look. I know a lot of people don't like them because they're like lit up, but I like them. I like the way they're lit up like that, and I like the way they match the raw counters because the raw counters don't have things to match with them. And I love the double sinks. I feel like I take that out at some point. There I am adding a little more room so that I can fit, because I wanted the fireplace. Now, mind you, the chimney, is there a chimney on this one? No, I can't remember. I don't think I put a chimney. No, no chimney. Okay, because I know a lot of times I'll put the chimney on one side of the house and then the fireplace on the other. So, yeah, I always say that, oh, they got a pipe that goes through. But I wanted to put the Eco Lifestyle chimney in there because it comes in orange. So I was like, okay, I can throw that in there. Now, this isn't like a challenge where every single thing had to be orange. I just used orange as the main color, but a lot of it becomes orange. Like, it's the most orange I've ever used in a build, ever. And I love that rug. I think it looks so cool there. I wish I would have put it... Oh, I changed it out. Okay, good. I was going to say, I wish I would have left that black with the orange and white because I thought that looked nice. And I love the rug under the kitchen table. And I am pretty sure that is a Bowling Night stuff pack. What the heck was that? Oh yeah, okay, so that's a scene from one of the Get Famous pack. It's a scene. But I love that island living room divider. I thought it looked so cool in that orangish color. And I was gonna put the counter like in front of that, but then I decided, let's not do that. And I think the counter where they sit, the bar, whatever I just put up, I put in a different color just because I liked that color a little better, even though it's different than the kitchen. I don't really care. If you don't like it, you can change it back when you download my house. I think this is where I realized I don't have a bathroom. Is that? Oh no, I'm just changing things up. I must have found something I liked and then moved back down. Yeah, I still have a lot to do down here, I think. Maybe not. I'm just kind of cluttering it up a little bit. Trying to add some flowers and some, kitchen items and that thing. I had so much trouble figuring out how to get it in there that I cut it out because it was like 20 minutes trying to get it up there. So I'm not used to using the, now, a lot of people say you just hit 9, but 9 never works for me. I always have to hit Control 9 to raise things up. So yeah, I was trying to find a place for that grass thing, and I was gonna make it, get a table and then put it on top of the table. But then I chose not to do that, but then I just left the grass thing there. I don't know if I was supposed to. I really thought I just set it there for a minute, and then I just left it there. That looks nice, so there you go. That's the thing I was looking for to put in there in the first place. I couldn't find it, and I finally did. Yay! I'm just adding a bunch of plants because I wanted the person who lived there to really love plants, and then I'm trying to figure out some kind of flooring, and I went with the I don't know if that's the Koa or maybe it's the Eco Lifestyle wood flooring. I'm not sure. My favorite wood flooring though is the either Walk the Plank or the Koa from Island Living. I like the curly wood too, but the Koa, I hope it's called Koa wooding because if it's not, then I sound like an idiot. Anyway, it's not the curly wood flooring, it's the other one that I thought was Koa, but I could be wrong. So here I am doing the floor plan for upstairs, and I think this is when I realized that I don't have a bathroom. Yep, there it is. There's a bathroom. So I just add on to the side. I don't even bump it out or anything. So yeah, I really love this, and it's very 70s kind of inspired. I didn't plan it that way. It just kind of happened. Like the orange and the black and the white. That is, to me, that color combination kind of really represents the 70s. Like, I mean, I was like 6. I only had 6 years in the 70s, okay? Let's just say that. So I wasn't very old. But the decorations in our house, like, I remember our house was always like bright fluorescent colors. And I remember this one thing my mom macrameed, and it was an owl. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm scratching my nose. My glasses are making noise. Anyway, it was a macrame owl, and it was in black, orange, and white. So yeah, that was the whole point of that conversation. Oh, and speaking of that, I am making my childhood home. I don't have it as a speed build, but I will have it as like a walkthrough, and I want to kind of tell some stories because I have some stories to tell about my childhood. So, yeah, that I don't like um, the wood planks from Island Living because they look weathered, so it's hard to use them inside. I mean, you could, but I just don't like the way it looks because it seems like it should be more on the outside. But this upstairs I had a little trouble with. I think I changed the wall eventually, but I was trying to figure out how to get all the um I wanted to have like the seating and the a bookshelf and everything. It's hard to fit in there because everything there's like the doors and then the stairs and then windows. So it's like I don't know what to do. But that bookshelf fit in there quite nicely, and that little bench, I think that's a Moschino bench. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever used it before. And we have the tiny living picture, and I love the dangling lights over the stairway. I think that looks so pretty. And I was also trying to make that one bedroom like bigger, but I didn't want to add more onto the house. I just said more on. Anyway, sorry, I'm a little slap happy right now. So yeah, I I had trouble picking a bed and the flooring in there, like, uh, I really liked what I did. Like, I kind of made like a headboard out of that sticker, and it looks like an autumn headboard, and I kind of went with that theme for that room. Then I tried to bump it out a little to see if that would work, but it just ruined the whole outside of the house. So I just figured, whatever. It is what it is. And I used, I think that might be walk the plank flooring. I'm not sure. I don't think it's the basketball flooring. I only use like certain types of the wood flooring, so I know what they're called because I use them so often. um, yeah, is that a tiny? I think that's a tiny living picture over the bed. And I put a desk in here, but I'm gonna move it in a minute, and I'm gonna make this really cute like dresser. Um, I kind of created my own dresser, putting 3 dressers together, and I really like the way it turned out. I think it looks really super cute, and um, this is like the only thing in the house that really has like a lot of the move object sheet involved in it. So you can see I was changing the different colors and. And I really hate how everything like in The Sims is like not against the wall. Because when you put your house and you have like a bookshelf, you put it right up against the wall. You don't leave it like 3 inches away from the wall. So a lot of times when I'm doing move objects, it's just moving things back against the wall. But I cut out a bunch of because I tried like 15, 20 different mirrors, and I ended up liking that one the most. God, I can't believe how pretty it is. How pretty and retro and 70s. Um, but yeah, and I was trying to think of something to put there. I ended up putting that little bookshelf, and I think it looks adorable. And I love the pop of purple. I should have added some more purple like splashes in the room too. And I put that rug. I don't use it that often. That's a base game rug, I believe. And tiny living pictures everywhere. That one is the outdoor patio stuff. I'm not sure, but I like the movie poster I put in there. But then in order to get the bathroom to work, I'm gonna have to take that poster down and move the door. And I hardly ever use that spa day wallpaper that's so bright and orange, but it fit perfectly in there, and I just think it looks really cool in that little living room area there. And that is a bunch of Discovery University stuff that will change. And of course, I finally got to use my favorite bed in another build. I don't know why I love that bed so much. I just do. But yeah, I think I tried to change up the wallpaper some. Oh, there I was trying to add curtains and everywhere. I think I leave them in there. I can't remember if I do or not. But yeah, so yeah, okay. I was saying, I think I might leave everything the way it is in there. I might change it. I can't remember. And then I used a My First Pet Stuff drawing table, I believe. And since I used the My First Pet Stuff, I used the teddy bear bookshelf from that too. I try not to use that because I know a lot of people don't like that pack because you have to have pets, or you have to have cats and dogs in order for it to work. So a lot of people kind of shun it. So I try to keep it out of my build, but sometimes stuff comes in because I do like this stuff. Like the furniture for like kids and stuff is so super cute. I love it. So that and the bowling night pack. I don't know why I feel like people don't like bowling night, but I just feel like they don't. But yeah, I do have all the packs, and I charge them all on my credit card. Something I definitely do not recommend doing because you pay way more for the packs that way. So yeah, don't get credit cards. I mean, I don't even have a real credit card. It's a store credit card, so yeah. Um anyway, back to the build. That is I don't know if that's the base game tile or the jungle adventure tile. I always get those two confused. But yeah, I made a cute little bathroom. Tried to use as much orange stuff as I could, but some of it just ended up being gold, which is fine because, like I said, it's not a horrible thing. And then I was checking to see if that rug would look better than the other rug, and when I put it down on top of it, I was like, oh my god, that looks super cute that way. So I just left it. I was just like, yep, that's the way. I planned it that way. That's what I'm supposed to say. I did that on purpose. That kind of looks like, yeah, I think that's the Jungle Adventure wallpaper. And that Jungle Adventure sink, I really like that sink. It's very cool. I would never have it like in my actual house, but for the game, I really like it. It goes with a lot of stuff, especially, well, I guess it doesn't go with like modern builds per se, but I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking a lot, so yeah. Oh, okay. So the screenshots are actually coming up. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just talked for half an hour straight. Holy cow. Okay, so I will do my ending now. Toilet paper in the bathrooms. I always put that now. Ever since the great toilet paper disaster that was 2020 when all the toilet paper in the world disappeared. I feel for my Sims now, so I always put toilet paper in the bathrooms. Anyway, stay weird. Is that right? Is that what I say? Yes, stay weird because weirdos rule. And I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please click the like button, comment, and tell me your favorite part about the video. Tell me if you'd like to see more color things. Well, I am in the Build Wars challenge, but tell me if you'd like to see more. Tell me, just tell me anything. Oh, there, see, you can see the terrain paint is missing already. Anyway, so I will let you go, and I hope you guys have a great evening. Stay safe and be well, and remember, you are loved. And I will talk to you later. Bye, guys. Have a great evening. Love you.
bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful.